Good day, good people of the fine day, the year of the paradigm tuning. Dave, Bravo, Dave, Anomaly, the Animal Cars joining me on this paradigm shift. The United States Aviator, welcome to the first Rebllion of 2025, and more importantly, welcome to 366 days of Racket of Solm, because it was a leap year last year. If we didn't have a leap year, this would be day 365 as they won the titles last year on January the 5th, 2024. And to start off the show, we're starting off with none brother. I know we had a tag team match scheduled, but Racket of Solm said they couldn't wait to get this show on the road. So they have a little announcement. So let's take it to the stadium right now. And here they come, Racket of Solm. You love to see him, you love to see him. In fact, get me on the screen real quick, fade me in real quick. You love to see the Racket of Solm. They know exactly what they're doing. To have held those titles for 366 days, beating essentially everybody that steps up to the challenge in the tag team division. They are the GOATs, they are the greatest, they are the Racket of Solm. We thought they had potentially lost focus when Tamara went missing, but these two still as strong as ever. And look, I've talked to them throughout the ending part of their reign. I said, when you guys want to defend, let me know. You get to choose your opponents. At this juncture, they know what they're doing. They're strong competitors. They're honestly, I don't know if I would say fair, but they always get the job done, and they get the people out of their seats. They put on some of the greatest matches, as we saw. Had the match of the year last year against Now and Reiko, the Rockars, who will be competing tonight. In fact, just after this, they were supposed to be meeting right now, but instead Racket of Solm said, we got a little announcement, and I know exactly what they want to say. You see, for a long time they said, we've run the tag team division, and they know for certain that Valentine's violence is coming up. So as they grab their microphones, they are telling you that they are both getting involved on opposite sides of the bracket in the Valentine's Violence tournament. At the end of the day, one of them could be the next Royal Crown. One of them could face off against the AWE champion, at Valentine's Violence. I'm more than excited for them. Let's go to the both of them. And now we'll just take off to whatever else they want to say, because it's their world, it's their program. They got live mics in their hands, and nobody has been able to touch them since they've been on top of the mountain. Not a single team has... Wait a minute. Is that the All-Star Champion? Is that the new All-Star Champion? Hold on a minute. Racket of Solm seemed a little bit flustered about Chie being out. Oh, it's not just Chie. She's got Yukiko. I haven't seen Yukiko in ages. I haven't even seen Yukiko backstage. I didn't know Yukiko was backstage. But here they are coming out together, the one team that has beaten Racket of Solm for those titles. Granted, Racket of Solm took them right back off of them, but these two were the ones who have winning records in title matches against the Racket of Solm. One of their oldest rivals, barring their AV Mania opponents this past AV Mania, the Blades of the Ages. Interesting to see Chie, All-Star Champion, buddying up with Yukiko again. These two interrupting the celebration of the Racket of Solm, doing their... Wait, hold on. Maybe not interrupting for now. Oh my gosh, hold on. They're going at it! Racket of Solm said no one interrupts us. Everyone better start respecting us 365 days. Can we get the cameras? Can we have them? Thank you. Yeah, whoever's got the drone camera on, please get a good action shot of what's going on all over the place. Oh, Marin. Oh no, All-Star Champion nearly broken in half by the post. Okay, no, we can't have this going on right now. We're supposed to have another scheduled match. Can we cut the cams? And can we get like security out there? Cut the cams, please, and thank you. Goodness gracious. Now, oh gosh, security? Are they coming? I don't know if security's coming. They have to be coming. They're on their way. Whatever. Just cut the cams to the audience or something. Make sure that we get this action under control. I think security's starting to make their way out here now. Watch out, y'all. Me back onto the screen. A chaotic start to Rebllion tonight. Well then. Racket of Solm, we're going to continue celebrating in the main event, but instead I think we need to make that little fracas official. Their old rivals in the Inaba investigation team. Now All-Star Champion Chie with a seemingly returning Yukiko, who I have not seen really since having an out-of-body experience inside of their Hell in a Cell match against the Racket of Solm. Maybe Yukiko's all good to go now. And those two buddying back up. Could we see this start to be the voyage of Chie going back to being two title Chie, except this time All-Star Championship and Tag Team Championship. That world does exist. But for right now, let's get on with our show. I was going to announce that we will continue to see participants for those for those Royal Crown tournament matches start to pile up. They will start to be appearing over and over again over this Rebllion, over the week, and over the next Rebllion. So get excited for that. That thing will be filled out, and we'll start seeing those matches this coming Infraction on whatever Friday that thing is. But for right now, it's going to be a fantastic show, and I think there's a world where we see Perrin, that's their ship name, Penet and Marin go one-on-one for the Royal Crown. Last time it was Queen, and this time now Queen is champion at the end of the year. We saw what Royal Crown did for her. We also saw what a bad upgrade did to her. Speaking of, we will have Arrow in an open challenge in the middle of the show. We'll also have a whole lot of action. You see it in the card below. I don't need to rest and repeat. But we got Cassius Bright in action against a debuting Capitano in one-on-one action. And that'll be a fantastic voyage as well to their respected gentlemen in their respective franchises. And tonight they go one-on-one in what is sure to be a banger. To say the least, however. We've waited long enough. Let's get this action under control. Actually, let me switch to the game audio real quick. You know. Thank you very much. I do know that the stars, they go. Black. All right. And if you saw all of the year-end awards at the previous Friday nights, I guess 2 days ago, Friday night, Inferno, their second anniversary, let's talk about it. These two put on one of the greatest tag team matches of all time. It takes two to tango. We talk about the Racket of Solm all the time, but it does take two to tango. And if we didn't have the tag team division that we have in the AWE, they wouldn't have had such a title run. They wouldn't have had such incredible matches because they've had incredible opponents. Ergo, the Rock Artists, who have a little bit of a mean streak on them right now, but I'll tell you what, they're still looking to become tag champions together. They're still looking to say, hey, we weren't one-hit wonders. We're about to show the world what we got in this tag team match too. Now, Breakout in action. Whoever wants to come out and give them the work, or get the work rather, you may Okay, well, never mind. They will be giving, it looks like, Miku the work, for real, for real. Rest in peace to Miku and Futaba. Two people who haven't really had a sense of shine, and there she is. The supposed D... Chi-Chi? Accompanied by... Wait a minute. Chi-Chi? Chi-Chi is a part of what's going on. Chi-Chi just came back. Maybe it was Miku who brought Chi-Chi back in the first place. I don't know. What's going on here? Disciples of Miku, what's gotten into Chi-Chi? Or rather, what is... what does Miku convince Chi-Chi to do? We got a 2-on-2 action, the Disciples versus the Rock Artist, and it starts right now. Okay. I'm a little bit flabbergasted. I wasn't sure about that. I knew that it was going to be Miku and Futaba coming out here, but I didn't know that Chi-Chi essentially was a disciple of Miku, of the deity. Stomp to the back. They're still getting this work. Kick right to the, I guess, the inner thigh. Futaba, okay. Dropping now on the back of her neck. Heavy boos over there. I was gonna say neither of these two teams have been, you know. I was gonna say neither of these two teams have been doing anything good, but I guess neither. I guess the Disciples haven't really done anything bad per se. So I'm not sure if maybe I should be a little bit more unbiased in that regard. And in fact, when you think about people who've just been attacking since AV Mania 3 is poor Futaba gets rocked, it really hasn't. I mean, the Rock Artists have attacked him. What? The champions, the Racket of Solm. I think at some point they also might have gotten their hands on Wattpad, but they got attacked first. Miku and Futaba just kind of showed up once together and have not really done anything necessarily bad. And Futaba, I think, trying to win by any means necessary, trying to keep Now down on the outside, because we're at a count of 7 as Futaba celebrates, points to Now, but doesn't get back in the ring. We're at 8, and now they rush back in at a count of 9. Interesting decision on both of their parts, but right now, pretty even battle between the two, but that may have just changed as we saw a brain buster connect, rock in the skull of Futaba 1. Just one. Futaba, interesting history, has only had one really shining moment, and that shining moment was beating Sakura in a dojo match. The only loss that Sakura's ever had in a dojo. No, Futaba! The only loss Sakura's had in a Futaba, I'm sorry, not a Futaba, in a dojo match. We're gonna have to talk about Sakura a little bit later. Maybe during Arrow's Open challenge, but something actually that I'm noticing right now, admittedly, also, Chi-Chi has only really had one real crowning achievement as well. Chi-Chi, I believe, was the first one who, like, really hyped up the excitement of a potential what is a tables match, introducing a lot of people to what it could be. Chokeslammed at several people right through a table. She was really like the inaugural I am the table. But I don't digress, actually. Other than that, she had a win at Brawloween, the first Brawloween. And after that, still couldn't reclaim gold, or actually ever claim gold. Neither Futaba nor Chi-Chi have ever won gold. And when you think about it, neither has Miku in deity form or not. Miku's had a couple opportunities, had to steal a championship at some point to claim gold herself as Chi-Chi gets rocked with a German suplex. Chi-Chi now feeling the effects of being in the ring with the unbreakable one. But Reiko not holding out in the slightest. And Chi-Chi makes the tag. Reiko tries to spear Futaba to next week. In the corner, doesn't work out. Futaba able to carry Reiko, drops her on the top turnbuckle into the pinfall. One. Just one. That's the unbreakable one. It was going to take a lot more than that, Futaba. That being said, Futaba has been able to work up a signature maneuver in this fight, but might not get a chance to use it because these two are not going for the tag. Futaba with a reversal. Turned around, shot to the gut, and plants Reiko right into the mat, and now rushes in to help. Now what is Futaba thinking? Maybe nothing right now, just kind of swinging her arms. Clyde starting the count. Oh, I see what Futaba's thinking now, trying to go after Miss now. And does so with a stunner on the ropes. Throat first, trying to crush the trachea. But look at this. Futaba, oh my gosh! Knee right to the temple of Reiko. And right now, with now gone, or rather now down, it's very shortly, very briefly a 2-on-1 attack, and I think they're trying to take down the unbreakable one. And what a statement that would be if they were able to defeat the unbreakable one. We know that Racket of Solm got a quick victory on Reiko. A lot of people consider it a fluke. Reiko just got a little too overconfident, didn't burn her resiliency, and lost to an SOS performed by Mare. And this time, if she somehow loses to Chi-Chi and Futaba, we'll have to talk about that. Tag's been made though. Now back in, now the very fresh competitor, the only like fully fresh competitor in this fight, as she goes flying with that DDT, but Chi-Chi just wisely snatching that leg. And a stomp to the midsection. I've never heard the people boo Chi-Chi like this. But after being associated with Deity Miku, perhaps that's what you get. Strong boos from the audience too. Futaba, tossed in now, goes under again. Drop, oh, tried to go for a drop toe hold, instead catches a punch to the face. Now able to stop herself, and oh, tried to go for a half and half suplex. And Futaba hits the flying Futaba. Reiko comes in to help quick. And you see, did you see the arm of Miku so proud of Futaba on the outside? And what's going on here? Code breaker. Honestly, very fitting move by Futaba. And then goes, oh, but gets sent over the top rope. Now still all right. Now who we were talking about earlier, saying the completely fresh opponent, is now a little bit weakened, but that don't seem to bother her too much. She's lifting up Futaba, saying, all right, that's fine by me. Reiko and I will still wreck you. Oh, interesting. Ooh! Exploder into the corner. And we're seeing a pinfall. And that's one. That's two. Chi-Chi came in. Would have been too late. Futaba does not have to burn resiliency, but the point is she didn't even have resiliency at that point. Into the corner. I was surprised. I thought that maybe now was going for that tag team finisher with Reiko, but instead another tornado DDT. Futaba wisely going for that pinfall. Chi-Chi, however, may be suffering for it. Chi-Chi is dealing with a multi-time tables champion in now. Back in the corner, big splash by the little one. And oh my gosh, the power by Chi-Chi. I forgot about the hidden power game that Chi-Chi does possess. As we're looking, that's one, now doesn't have resiliency. Chi-Chi saw the opportunity, saying, now you don't look as resilient right now. as they all have a fist up in the sky. The Disciples take a victory over a very game Reiko, and now, who honestly at the start of the match, it was all them. But a couple well-timed moves and one pinfall where resiliency wasn't in play and now had already eaten a finisher was enough to get the job done. But the Disciples of Miku pick up a victory. What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know, but they did win. And that's the biggest shock to me. I didn't think Miku could win a match. Miku didn't win a match, but Miku was ringside, maybe whispering sweet nothings, question mark, into the ears of her disciples. And maybe that strength is enough. Maybe that strength is enough. I don't know. But we're about to find out. We still have a ton of great matches ahead of us. Racket of Solm will be facing the Inaba investigation team, Chie and Yukiko. The final of the trio of matches between Q-Taro, Burgerburg, and of course Sir Gregor, to see just who is going to be the best of the meaty boys. Is tonight in a big meaty match, 2 out of 3 falls. We stuck a whole bunch of meat under the ring. Of course, Arrow's open challenge will be right after this match as Cassius, Bright, and Capitano go one-on-one as the stars go black. And here we go. Here comes your all-star champion. Won it at Halloween in a triple threat match, successfully defended it, and walks into 2025 as champion. At the fight before Christmas, Ito and Yosuke look to take that title from him. Ito saying, I can never challenge for this championship again if I don't win it, and he was the one who ate the pin. Yosuke honestly has never really had a fair one-on-one shot against this man. The one time that he thought he was going to, Ito snuck in as a special guest referee. I'm sure that's eating away at the premier one, as he calls himself. However, Cassius, let's see what he's able to do tonight. Whenever Cassius is in that ring, he tries to go all out for the audience. He said this AWE championship is not just mine, it's all of ours. It's for everyone who has not only known me and supported me, but for everyone who is now familiar with my game and looks forward to when I step in that ring. He said he's not letting you down because this is our championship. Overall, just fantastic human being, Cassius Bright. And you know what? We actually have a little battle of decent human beings one-on-one tonight as Cassius faces off with
and his opponent from
the captain,
Russia, weighing in at 195
Capitano.
pounds, the captain.
First time in a one-on-one match, and is going head-to-head with the all-star champion. Capitano, the best of luck to you. Now, Capitano from Genshin Impact, I don't want to give a whole bunch of spoilers, but generally favorable dude, and a lot of people enjoy him, myself included. And you can hear that with the audience. You would think that a member of the Fatui would get booed, but instead does not. Good for him. You love to see it. That being said, good luck to Capitano. Regardless of who wins, I'm pretty sure we're going to win. Because these two, they about to go. Oh, and they're going quick. Capitano with a Hurricane Rana stays seated on Cassius and starts delivering some heavy blows. As I stated earlier, Cassius Bright always gives it his all in this ring. However, Capitano looking to do the exact same thing, going one-on-one with the All-Star champion as Cassius hits a super kick right to the back of the head of the captain. Stomping out the leg of Capitano. Right now, Cassius Bright in full control, but a reversal by the captain. And a reversal right back by the champion, Cassius Bright. Cassius sees the true nature in all things. And I think that's why, that's something I learned recently from Saturday, because we see a 2 count. Cassius Bright sees the true nature in all things. Maybe saw the true nature in Kaito Momota is what was able, why he was able to bring him back. As Cassius climbs to the top rope. I'm sure he sees the true nature in Capitano and wants to give him a great fight and is not letting up. He keeps, Yosuke? Was that Yosuke? Yosuke stealing the title. What? Cassius Bright stops him, yanks the title back, saying, "This is my championship," but Captain right from behind with a shot to the head. My gosh, and then the title, it looked like the Ghost might have stolen it, but now, I'll tell you what, that may have reinvigorated the captain in this fight. If Cassius loses this fight, you can say it was all thanks, to Yosuke, but Cassius already right back up on his feet. Maybe not too happy, not too keen about that sucker punch after stealing, getting his title back. I was gonna say stealing his title back. The one who was stealing was Yosuke. Yosuke obsessed, starting to feel like he's become obsessed with Cassius Bright with the All-Star Championship. It's not a title he's held before either. I would think that he would be more focused on the AWE Championship, but instead, maybe he's saying it's something that Ito did, so I want to prove that I can do it better. After he turned on his tag team partner not too long ago, and the one man in the way of doing that is Cassius Bright, as he's lifting up the captain and delivers an attitude adjustment. Wait, hold on a minute. And he goes for it again. That fireman's carry that he calls the true nature of all things. Cassius Bright, the Phoenix, tried to hit the Phoenix Splash. Cassius breaking all sorts of moves out as the captain hits a DDT. That reversal of the finisher may have been, the captain's, did you see that? That chop directly into the skull of Cassius Bright. He might be done. No, kicks out. What was I thinking? I was like, he might be done. It's Cassius Bright. That's my bad. But the captain looks to be ready for something else. Cassius might be turning around into, missed the kick. Cassius got out of the way of it. I was gonna say the captain looked like he was about to kick his foot back again into the face of Cassius, but it did not work in his favor. Look at this. Rolled through an ankle lock. Actually, it might be a knee bar. It looks like he's actually bent at the knee. And the captain busted open. I wasn't even sure if that was possible. Can that man bleed is the real question. I don't know. I wasn't sure, but right now Cassius is getting dragged. And an elbow to the gut. Cassius looks like he's back in control. It's apparently going to take a whole lot. Rolled through. And not a super kick, but a kick right to the midsection. And now it's looking like Cassius is setting up for a corner move of his own, as the bracer goes swinging and a super kick right to the jaw of the captain. All-Star champion showing why he's the champion right now, as resiliency's burned by the captain. But Cassius was going for that bracer hold. It did not connect. What is the captain doing here? I'm sorry, Captain, you're hitting the... It tried to hit the 619, but Cassius is just too good. Caught the legs of the captain. Oh my gosh. Cassius Bright, ready for anything, always prepared, and drops the captain on the ropes. Goes for the pinfall right afterwards. The captain is rocked, and that might be the end of this fight. We said it before, he sees the true nature of all things, and here's the thing. The captain reversed some pretty heavy moves. He reversed that bracer's hold. He reversed that Phoenix Splash. But at the end of the day, Cassius reversed right back. He's just too fast. He's just too powerful. You give him a second, boy, he'll take a mile. And those are two very different units. So I don't know how he does it. Yeah, I was gonna say very Yosuke desperate and disrespectful. No news there. Cassius becoming distracted, causing all attributes to be decreased by 5. Whoa! Oh, that's crazy. Oh no, poor Cassius is great. He's gonna have to focus back up. Because I'll tell you what, being distracted, losing all attributes by 5? I didn't know that was a thing. That's nuts. He did get distracted in that match, I'll have to give him that. That being said, Cassius Bride still picked up the victory. Let's go on to the open challenge. Arrow, unfortunately, has had a lot going on in their mind recently. Asked for an open challenge, or I think Byte asked me for that open challenge actually for Arrow, and I said, sure, whatever. We can have that on Little Rebellion. Why not on this one when we're celebrating the Racket of Solm? Why not indeed? Because tonight it will be Arrow one-on-one with whomst? Unknown. But you know what? Let's see it all play out. Tonight, Arrow's open challenge begins as the stars go. Black. Alright, what do we got here? Well, we know what we have here. It is the Arrow Open Challenge, and we did do some digging. We're trying to get the footage from the gym where Arrow was attacked, but it does seem like Arrow was attacked by Sakura Ogami, which I know to many of us sounds impossible. It's inconceivable, something that would never ever happen, could never ever happen. But here we are, in a world where it does very much look like Arrow attacked Sakura. Coming out still very silly, trying to get, I think, everything just off of their mind. But you gotta understand, you gotta know at this point, this is gonna be weighing heavily on the mind of Arrow. If not just for today, just for a long, long time. Arrow was supposed to come out with Sakura in their match this past Friday at Inferno, but instead, Arrow refused to be by Sakura's side, came out after the match and stared Sakura down. Maybe was late when it happened because not feeling too good after being attacked. I'm not sure. Oh. I'm sorry, I was so focused on... Yo, Arrow can't catch a break. It's like all of Arrow's demons are coming to haunt them at this point. Let's take a second to not talk about Sakura. And let's talk about the new AWE champion, Queen. Queen, and Arrow now have a rich history. Queen tried to get Arrow murdered. But it's not the Queen that we see here today as the AWE champion. It's a Queen that was, updated, incorrectly, causing her to malfunction, and that incorrect update was applied by Arrow. And we gotta say all of that, could we put it all on Arrow? Maybe. But we can't, I don't think we can do, I don't think that's fair. I really don't think it's either of their fault. It was just a sense of happenstance. It was happenstance, and we lived through it. Some of us unfortunately did not live through it as this open challenge begins. I'm not even sure if these two have talked it out. I'm not sure if Arrow had ever approached Queen, and I think this may be like Queen's only way to talk to Arrow at this point. I think Queen said, look, I'm champion now. We used to be cool. Can we talk? I don't think those words have ever been discussed. And instead, Queen has to come out for a fight instead to potentially settle things with Arrow. Potentially they can shake hands and talk after this matchup concludes. One has to wonder if that will be the case. Open challenge answered by Queen. The last time these two were in the ring together, I believe. Oh my gosh. Queen flopping hard. I was going to say the last time these two were in the ring together, Queen was much larger and I think threw Arrow into the steel siding of the Hell in a Cell from inside of the ring. I'm sure that still weighs heavily on Arrow's mind, and probably body. Queen, however, does not remember it. I'm sure at this point Queen has gone back and watched it, seen all of the terrible things that she has done, as we just have a 1. There is a world, however, as we see it right now, that Arrow pins the AWE champion. We have to keep that in mind. Arrow was in fact, I was going to say Arrow was a member of the Royal Crown tournament last year. The Crown tournament, the Queen won being the Royal Crown. That match where Arrow got tossed into the cell was a part of the Royal Crown tournament. That did indeed happen. That was during that tournament. It was their match. As up and down, Arrow looking to take it to Queen. And I know Arrow frustrated at this point as the Phoenix not right splash connects. Something Cassius couldn't do earlier as 1, 2. Just 2, and more importantly, no resiliency as Queen kips up and a back elbow connects on Arrow. The silly savior goes against the ropes and is going to have to contend with Queen, who catches Arrow and sends them flying. Now we talk about it, or rather I've talked about it over and over again because I have talked to Queen. It does seem like a different Queen. It does seem like the same Queen, the silly Queen that we all knew and loved before, the mobile gamer. Oh, but I'll tell you what. Ugh. That heavy shot. I was going to say this has been mostly all Arrow, but that might be turning around right now. We're at a count of 2, Arrow kicks out. Arrow able to survive the onslaught from a former member of their resistance. But how long is that going to last? Maybe not for long as the pop-up punch, the potassium punch connects. Arrow in dire straits for 1, for 2, resiliency burned. Arrow got to work on that ring IQ, probably could have reached over to grab the ropes as the knees of Queen go into Arrow, but Arrow not backing down. Still has a lot to prove themselves. On the ropes, drop kick, picture perfect. Rage is up now as 2 finishers. And that silly driver connects with a roll up for 1, 2. Queen didn't have resiliency. Arrow is now in dire straits because Queen not only didn't burn resiliency, didn't have it, but Arrow putting everything on the line. I thought Arrow was about to go diving, but I think the referee in the way, and that might have saved Queen in this fight. Neck breaker. That referee may have actually turned this entire match around. If Arrow went diving, I think it could have all been over for Queen. Would have thrown Queen right back into the ring, hit that finisher. Queen might have even been stunned at that point, but right now, Arrow's gonna have to do a whole lot of work to fight back, as Queen could just get a simple pinfall after this top rope maneuver, and it could be all she wrote for Arrow. Crossbody into the pinfall. Ladies and gentlemen, this open challenge is not over. And you have to keep in mind, Arrow's not at 100%. Tried to go for that silly driver again. Queen, however, wisely gets out of the way of it, stomps on Arrow's neck, and sets up for that potassium punch one more time to seal the... Dodged it! Arrow dodged it! And reverses the Irish whip, sending Queen flying to the outside. But Queen with a shot to the face of Arrow. Arrow off the ropes, finally hits that DDT, has missed it 99.5 times. Tried it a super kick though. Queen misses the move. Arrow fighting back, neck breaker. Queen in dire straits as Arrow goes to the top rope. Queen kips right back up though. Arrow not giving up. Crossbody into the pin. Queen might have to burn resiliency, and she does not again, my gosh. Queen is the AWE champion for a reason. But Arrow not giving up the fight. This was an open challenge that they wanted. And the silly driver is going to, no, doesn't connect again. Queen reverses the pressure, gets a roll up of her own, 1, 2, and the reversal of the silly driver. Arrow loses the open challenge, stares at the referee saying, you know, it was kind of your fault. No. No! In a mirror of what happened, Onyx did the exact same thing to Arrow that caused a whole wibbly wobbly web of misfortune. What's gotten into Sakura? What's going on? I got all sorts of questions and no answers. Not even close to any answers. What happened to these two? What happened? Watch out, Chami back on. Queen picks up the victory. Arrow's soul-crushing defeat started to come back. It's good that we're about to get, I think, really two kind of feel-good matches. Because, man, what's going on with Arrow and Sakura? Our night rolls on. We're about to have our big, beefy match. These two have been fighting each other for a hot minute at this point. Took a break from during the Rumble instead. These two still have one rubber match they need, and it's going down tonight. The first time Sir Gregor picked up a big victory over Q-Taro. Q-Taro didn't have resiliency, couldn't burn it. On the other side, they had another match. Q-Taro did the same thing to Sir Gregor. He didn't have resiliency, couldn't burn it. This time, it's 2 out of 3 falls. And under the meat, under the ring, not under the meat, but under the ring is a bunch of meat. We got a whole bunch of meat sticks all over the place. And so this match is officially a big, beefy, big schmeedy match. And it starts as the stars go. Black. Let's see this match. It is the final 2. It is 2-2 at this point.
Is a 2 out of 3 falls match, making his way to the ring.
And I'm excited to see how it all plays out, to be honest. The best of luck to Mr. Burgerburg. Q-Taro, after having another impressive Rumble performance, kind of slacked in the Rumble before this year, but again, he's decimated and proved himself to be Mr. Rumble. Q-Taro Burgerburg is back again. Q-Taro Burgerburg, I will say, is back again, has had dominant streaks, but once again is one of those rare instances that he's never been a champion. Has had pops at his moments, but has never held gold. Even his opponent, Sir Gregor, won the Tables Championship from AJ Styles at AV Mania 3, I believe. What a world we live in where Q-Taro has not been a champion of any kind. What is it going to take to get the job done? I'm not sure. But it is Sir Gregor. Everybody's favorite is Greg. Several E's as he goes one-on-one for the last time with Q-Taro Burgerburg. The master of the Burger Bomb versus our lad, Greg, the master of hitting people with his big old fist. We'll see how this all plays out. It is 1v1. It is a big schmeedy match. There's a bunch of meat sticks under the ring. Will these two snap into a Slim Jim or snap each other's spines? Let's see how it all plays out. At Rebllion. The first one of 2024, and I mean, hopefully, we had to reinforce the ring for this one, I'll be real. Because I'll tell you what, these two are intense, they are crazy, and they are heavy hitters, but they are heavy. Heavy to say the least, my gosh. As this match starts with a suplex onto Greg by Q-Taro. Greg might have the height advantage and the reach advantage. Q-Taro very quickly saying, hey, you don't have resiliency yet. Remember what you did to me? Greg, however, said, hey, you did the same to me. We're even in that regard, but we're about to not be even after this. This little rivalry of who is truly the better big man ends tonight. Turns Greg around. Greg turns Q-Taro back around. And it's that face buster by Greg onto Q-Taro. Q-Taro rolls through, flying clothesline, takes down Greg. What is Q-Taro going for here? A couple stomps right onto the hand, and again, and again, and again, and again onto the midsection. What is he thinking here? Whatever he's thinking, it ain't gonna work. Greg now, there's the combinations. As we talked about before, you don't want to get caught in the fist by Greg. We had a boxing match between Akihiko and Greg at one point. Akihiko picked up the victory after slipping brass knuckles, but before that, it was a very even bout, and we know Akihiko can go. When it comes to championship matches, he can't quite pull it off, but when it comes to being in the middle of the ring and having a multi-person match, trying to do what he can do, he can go. He truly can, and Greg held up with him as he takes off the head of Q-Taro. And an elbow drop right to the heart. Greg outside of the ring. Goes to get something, and I think we already know what it is. It's a big old stick of schmeat, but does not get a chance to use it. Q-Taro says, no. Get out there. Tried it, an elbow drop. Greg was able to get back up quick. Ooh, big boot-esque kick by Q-Taro Burgerburg, and lifting up the behemoth and power bombs him down. Go ahead and start a burger bomb count as the meat connects. He's snapping into a Slim Jim, and it snaps again. Drops down, clothesline. And a big boot again connects by Q-Taro. Right now, I think Q-Taro has the advantage in terms of stamina, but that could all change in a moment's notice because Greg, one big hit, and it's all over. We're starting to see Q-Taro wear down, and more importantly, we see Greg rage up, the screams, the roars of the faceless, igniting the audience. Has another Slim Jim, gets snapped into the body and the head of Q-Taro. That baseball cap doing no protection as Greg not letting up. Q-Taro finally able to get a small handle on the situation, plants Greg onto the outside. And while we said just meat was legal, the referee's not going to call this off as Greg is busted open. Drops it on the legs of Greg too, goodness gracious. We're starting to see that nasty side of Q-Taro. Well, no, drop it on Greg again. We know he'll do a lot in order to survive, ergo a killing game, but oof. Luckily, Greg rolls into the ring and not into the steps. Q-Taro Burgerburg may be looking to start to finish this thing off. Look at this, hold on. Missed that running neck breaker, and instead Greg tries to burn resiliency on Q-Taro, and it does not work. 2 out of 3 falls. These two heavy dudes, as Q-Taro sends Greg down and immediately says, that's the first, and now it's time for a burger bomb. Directly into the pin, rolls Greg up 1, 2, and that is not the first fall, but Resiliency is gone. The first time Resiliency's been burned in a match, a one-on-one match rather, between these two. Q-Taro going high. And Greg staying down, elbow drop to the heart. And where's Q-Taro going? I think he's thinking about that Slim Jim again. And he is. Says it's a big meaty match for a reason. Let's get some meat and let's connect. Boom, wait, hold on. Missed that. And big punches after the Lutha's press. Greg was in danger rather. Q-Taro not getting the upper hand. Ooh, body shot. Taking all the air out of Q-Taro Burgerburg. I think Greg's trying to burn Resiliency on Q-Taro without using that finisher. But at this point, he might not have a choice. As Q-Taro's down again. Greg climbs to the top rope. Goodness gracious, what does he have planned? He's too big to be doing all this. Big splash, but it does not connect. Q-Taro again, shot to the face. Has that Slim Jim again, saying I can use this to get the first fall in this match. Rolls Greg over. No rope break. Doesn't have to worry in the slightest. As 1, 2, and not quite. Greg starting to bleed profusely on the mat. Starting to worry about the big man in Knight's armor. Especially as Q-Taro's setting up for something. It's not the burger bomb. He doesn't have that ready. But he did have move theft. Used the knockout punch of Greg to get the first fall. No, he didn't. I thought he got the first fall, but he sure didn't. What on earth? I was like, all right, well, one fall down, but apparently Greg doesn't need resiliency. He's as resilient as they come. He's lost so much blood. It's all over the mat. And somehow, someway, he's still surviving in this fight as another shot right to the crown of Q-Taro connects. Picks up that Slim Jim, saying one more hit from this and you might be stunned, and he is. And now Q-Taro, just a victim of his own demise. Finally gets out of the way. Big boot again. And looks to return the favor onto Greg. However, Q-Taro focused on getting the pinfall. That's 1, that's 2, and that's finally the first fall in this fight goes to Mr. Burgerburg. And it might be the second one in just a second. Back to back as it connects. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be back to back. No pinfalls for Greg. It's over. Q-Taro wins the big beefy brawl. He kept the pace up on the bigger Greg, and he gets the big victory. He said, I am that guy. Look at him as well. Blood dripping down from his hat as he goes wild, crawls towards the camera saying, it's going to be me. This is going to be the year of the Burgerburg. Almost a crazed look in his eye after taking down Greg. Good for that man's, I guess. I'll tell you what, I wasn't ready for it, but sure enough, he did it. I'm sure we'll see them at the Performance Center at some point, training. I'm sure they have a mutual respect for each other, but I'll tell you what. Q-Taro, he's starting to have a resurgence. And good for him. However, let's cap off Rebllion by celebrating 366. Old rivals clash. And I'm excited to see how this all plays out. We know, Racket of Solm, they have taken it to all the teams in the division for the most part. There's a couple teams they still could go 2-on-2 with. However, the team that they beat for the titles and the team that had beaten them for the titles previously seem to be back. Yukiko with a grand return. Chie All-Star Champion said, hey, just like old times, Let's do it, and let's beat up the Racket of Solm. Racket of Solm, can they take out their old rivals as the stars go? Black. And here they are. All-Star Champion Chie. Main event Chie, where she belongs in the main event. Yukiko returned, I guess, just today, because I had not seen her backstage at all, ever, since she had been like having that out-of-body experience in that tag team match. She has returned tonight, which is nuts to me. Who would have thunk? And it's one of those things where I don't think I've heard Chie even really talk about Yukiko. Chie has been focused on her singles run, and very clearly it's paid off. But Yukiko, she's back. Maybe heard whispers through the air that the Racket of Solm are having their 1-year anniversary. And well, here they are together once again, in and out, just like old times. Chie having the time of her life after a big loss this Friday to Sakura Ogami. You know, I did miss them. You can't say you don't feel good to see the Inaba investigation team together once again. Having a good time and bringing the people to their side. Let's see how it all plays out. Can they pick up the big victory against 366 Days Strong? A year ago on this day, January 5th, they pinned the Inaba investigation team for the titles. Could a year later, the Inaba investigation team pin the Racket of Solm? It's a non-title match, but it could get their name in the discussion. And I want to take it back because this might be Chie instigating, saying, you guys had the titles for a year, sure, because I was focused on my singles run. Chie has beaten these two in essentially a 2-on-1 event. It was an elimination match. Racket of Solm were the final two with Chie, and she was able to get the both of them out. And the world remembers that night as the Night of Miracles. It was the night that made main event Chie who she was, the birth of the Miracle Kicks. We saw them in the corner before, but the audible, "Do you believe in miracles?" rings in the people's ears, and I think it might still haunt the nightmares of the Racket of Solm. But there's a different Racket of Solm than a year ago. That Racket of Solm were willing to get the job done by any means necessary. This Racket of Solm's still looking to do that. But more importantly, they're looking to do it and put on a show. I can't be mad about that. It's a different Racket of Solm. And I'll be real, it's a different Chie too than from a year ago. This is World Champion Chie, and it's a Yukiko who's finally made her return. It's 2-on-2. It is going to be a true throwback from 366 days ago. What better way to celebrate the Racket of Solm? Chie toss in the corner. Racket of Solm looking to take Chie out early. They know what she's capable of. They know what she can do, and just like that, trying to choke Chie out early. Panat. Tossing Chie into the corner again. Shot to the gut. Another shot to the gut. And oof! Pushing the face, and the nose of Chie with the wrist. Just trying to damage the face. And you gotta keep in mind, Chie had an exhausting fight with Sakura Ogami this Friday. You gotta imagine she's not at 100%. She's gotta make that tag to Yukiko, honestly, as soon as possible. Big kick. Oh, trying to go for that kick again instead. Reversed. Panette. Oh, reversing right back. Yukiko goes flying to the ground. Chie all alone. Racket of Solm, as I said, this is a different Racket of Solm. More cohesive, more ruthless, but honestly more resilient than ever. 366 days is no small feat. It is actually the greatest title reign in the history of the AWE. Right before them were Twin Magic at several months. I think we're about 3 months away from a whole year. Lost the titles at AV Mania 2. But tossed into the corner. Kick to the midsection. Another kick to the midsection. But Marin gets the shoulder up. Chie has been legal this entire match. And that's a story we gotta tell. Because Chie, as we said earlier, has been through it the last couple of weeks, but still looks to take it to Racket of Solm saying, hey, y'all want to do the 2v1 again? We can do it. But the Racket of Solm, as we said before, a different beast. As, what are they doing here? Oh my gosh, assisted. Looked like Twist of Fate, assisted cutter by the Racket of Solm. But Chie out before the referee can even get down for one. Oh man, she's essentially fighting 2-on-1. Because Racket of Solm keeping this between them and Chie, not allowing Yukiko to tag in. Saying, you might be main event Chie now. But we are still 366 days strong. My gosh. Marin not letting that hot tag happen, keeping Chie in their corner. And again, tag's been made. What do they have here? Oof. What do they have here? Working together, a unique tandem offense. Just letting Panette go flying afterwards. And again, a tackle to Yukiko. Team going wild, and Marin goes flying and taking Chie out. This has been almost all Racket of Solm. It has been almost all Racket of Solm. That could change as Chie stands right back up after that move. Literally must have hurt, but doesn't let it bother her. We're at a count of 5. Chie tosses to the outside. We're at a count of 7. I'm not sure if Chie is going to be able to get back into the ring. They might be trying to win this thing by countout like they've beaten them before, but instead, Chie back up into the ring before the count of 10. Racket of Solm said, oh yeah, we know about you. Running Bulldog bouncing the head of Chie into the mat. We are seeing Chie down for 1, for 2. Kick out. And the most important part is Yukiko came in to try and make the save. Chie, is in trouble. Marin maybe not looking for the SOS yet. But Chie using those strong legs. Oh my gosh. Has Marin tried to climb to that bottom rope to escape the powerful legs of Chie? But look at this, the tag. Not made. Chie said, nope. I'll still do it all by myself. She said it can still be 2-on-1. It can still just be me as reverse that concussion. Panette used to call that the graveyard shift, but Chie able to reverse it. It has been all Chie. While Chie has taken like the brunt of this attack, let's be real. I say it's been all Chie because she's not been able to make the tag to Yukiko. And the couple times that she could have, she turned back around and said, it's fine. I got it. And Chie might just have it as she climbs up to the top rope and looks to set Panette up. We saw her do this Friday to Sakura. Could that kick connect? And it does. Gets all of it right under the chin. Marin doesn't come to help because Panette doesn't need it. And we've seen Marin do that before, saying, nah girl, you're good. Chie, once again, could have made the tag, but instead said, no, I can finish this on my own. Tags in. No, doesn't tag in Yukiko. And still doesn't go for the tag. Chie says, it's me, it's all main event Chie, as the power bomb connects. Stomp to the ankle. Chie looking around. Panette drags herself outside of the ring. And what is Chie thinking at this point? Stunner on the ropes. And a tag has been made to... I'm sorry, I spoke too soon. I thought a tag was made. But that's not the case. Chie may have been so focused on trying to win this thing the entire time. Saying, hey, yeah, I can 2v1 them again. Didn't tag in Yukiko for the entirety of this match. Yukiko might have gotten fed up. Got attacked by Racket of Solm twice. Walks out on Chie. And now Chie really will have to beat Racket of Solm again 2-on-1. Does a world exist where she can do that? Maybe a year ago, but nowadays, I'm not sure. Goes for the pinfall. It might be resiliency on Chie. 1, 2. Not. That is still our all-star champion, and miracles can still happen. I want everyone to pay close attention. Yukiko is back, but turned her back on Chie. Chie, and I understandably kind of, Chie was so hyper-fixated on herself, saying, I did this 2-on-1, Yukiko, you can stay back, don't worry about it, I'll handle this, I'll tag you, and if I really need you, as the Galactic Punt connects. And I want to point out, Marin this time does come and help. She's got another one on lock, and she has a signature. If she lands that signature, it could be curtains. Up and down, world's strongest slam by Panette. And I think Panette wisely saying, alright, we're not going to be defeated 2-on-1 again. Let's make some quick tags, because we know that she is at the very least a dangerous, dangerous woman. Marin, double axe handle from the middle rope. Quick tags, as we've seen so far. Takedown by Panette. But Chie not looking to give up. Yukiko just walking out on Chie earlier. This was supposed to be a fun 2v2 return to form a year ago. But the All-Star Champion connects with that kick first of all. And here's the thing, Panette not getting in saying, no, Marin can handle this, and yes, indeed she does. That's the magic of Racket of Solm saying, we know that what each other can handle. We don't have to waste ourselves in trying to get... Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, they know what they can handle. Off the ropes. Okay, tried to go off the ropes. Instead, may have slipped into the corner. And the tag's been made. Are we about to see the move that's put away so many teams in the past? Sing along to the Siren's song. Directly into the pinfall, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2. Chie burns resiliency. Do you believe in miracles? And here's the thing, Chie doesn't have to pin the both of them anymore. She just has to pin the one. Back when it was a miracle maneuver, she had to pin both members of Racket of Solm, and she was able to do it. Oh, but Panette dodges that kick. And that could be all she wrote for main event Chie, because second time in a row, nobody's kicking out of 2 siren songs. 3, 6, 6. What a show. But I think more importantly, what's going through Yukiko's head? Racket of Solm, the girl's still on top. Was there any doubt ever? No, of course not. Marin saying, oh, we beat them. Oh, we redeemed ourselves 2-on-1. They finally beat Chie. They've done it. Yukiko, as a competitor, becomes unpredictable, doubling the rate of change for their loyal / treacherous personality trait. It did seem like she turned her back on Chie. I wish I knew more, but I literally haven't seen Yukiko in months. I have not seen Yukiko in legitimate months since that Hell in a Cell fight, but here we are. And I gotta imagine what's going through the mind of Chie. We were just talking all this stuff about it's good to see the two of them together again. They were out here doing their thing, dancing in the ring, and Chie just wouldn't tag in Yukiko. Just wouldn't. And the one time she tried to make a tag so late into the match, had so many other opportunities, Yukiko she stepped down. She said, no, you had your chance. What a show. Regardless, here we have, these two. The Disciples of Miku. Apparently Chie. I'm sorry, not Chie. Chie is on my mind right now because I'm wondering about her. I'm wondering about we had a lot of turncoats, a lot of teams turning on each other recently. Chi-Chi joining up with Futaba and with Deity Miku. Maybe the three of them together. Maybe it'll work. I'm not sure, but let's keep on going. We had Cassius Bright, after getting distracted by Yosuke trying to steal his title, was able to come through and took the victory over the captain. Arrow faced off against Queen, and after a valiant effort, Arrow fell in the ring again, but fell one more time after the lights went dark, and Sakura hit a nasty choke slam on Arrow, just like mirroring what Onyx did to Arrow months ago. The same thing that got Sakura oh so heated before. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say, and I don't know what to do. What has Sakura become? Q-Taro Burgerburg took a decisive, I would say decisive victory over Sir Gregor, but Sir Gregor still cooked in that match too, got his shoulders up after what we all thought was the first pinfall, and he said, no, it ain't over yet, and then it was over slightly after that, but you know what, it is what it is. And what a lot of people will be talking about over the next couple of weeks, Yukiko returns and immediately steps back from Chie, the All-Star Champion, in what should have been a fun throwback to 1 year ago to the date. Why Yukiko? We're asking a lot of whys. Why Chie? I'm sorry, why Chi-Chi? I'm gonna keep doing that. Why Sakura? And why Yukiko? I don't know, your guess is as good as mine, but that is Rebllion. We will be back next week. We'll definitely have some more announcements about Valentine's Violence, as those matches will begin the 17th of January at Fracture. So get excited for that. Valentine's Violence should be, I guess, on the 15th of February. That sounds about right. Valentine's Day weekend, so get excited for that as well. Myself right back on. Congratulations once again to Racket of Solm. They stood tall at the end of this night, but boy, were there so many developments. And you have to think about a team like that lasted 366 days, and a team like the Inaba Investigation team, who have been champions before, didn't have as lengthy as a title reign, and seemed to have separated for Chie to focus on her main event run, only to have this run back match and Yukiko saying, no, stepped down from the ring and walked out on Chie. Chie has had a rough weekend. How will she recover from this? I'm not sure. I will say though, I'm taking off. Toodaloo Flight Crew. Until next time, it's the Year of the Paradigm. thank you so much for watching. Rebllion will be back next week.